Vanakkam Sadhguru. Hi, I'm Rashmi. I'm from Chennai. Now, have practiced Shambhavi Mahamudra since I was 15. Thank you for it. And
Who is serving you idli and sambar here, huh?
my mom isn't here. I'm missing her. So my question to you is, since I've come here, I had to explain my way of upbringing, my culture, or the way I do certain things. And you have said Adi Yogi is not light, he's darkness. But darkness is something this is associated with evil in certain cultures.
I'm a dark person, so you're saying I'm evil?
I understand what you're saying, but I'm not calling you evil. I understood what you said when you said Adi Yogi was darkness, he was not light. But when I'm explaining it to my friend or to anyone for whatsoever, how do I put it in a context that they understand? Because like you said, there are cultural differences. And how do I put it in a proper context?
Is it okay for me, can I take the liberty of referring to you also as little bit dark like me?
I would love that.
Okay. So you're a dark girl, all right? Now that you're a dark girl, you make yourself so wonderful that people will start saying, oh, dark girls are wonderful. That's the only thing you should do in the world. Don't say, no, this color is good, that color is good, this is nonsense. Make yourself so wonderful, people see, oh, dark-skinned people are fantastic. If you try to do your Chennai in Detroit, that's not fair. No, I'm not mentioning fair as a complexion. Not fair because it's important that your culture and your way of doing things is as important as anything, but it's very important when you come to a new land, you don't try to impose that, you only keep it as a, we have a flower pot, but all the seats are occupied by human beings. But if we keep flower pots on all the seats, that will be meaningless, isn't it? So you must keep your culture like a flower pot, alive, always, colorful, alive, Chennai, all right? But don't try to make everybody do the Chennai stuff. This is Detroit. All right. So, isn't it fantastic that people who lived in different parts of the world are so different? Just imagine if everybody was same, you would want to go to another planet. Isn't it so fantastic? From one place to another, they're so different. See, this is the uniqueness of India. If anybody, very different kind of people come, Indians get very excited, different. But in most other cultures, something very different means they become defensive. This must change. You must be excited about the difference, not fearful about the difference. The fear about the difference comes from the crocodile brain in your head. The excitement about everything different comes from being human. And about you trying to sell darkness. See, light has become very valuable simply because of the way our visual apparatus are made. Suppose you were an owl. No, I'm not saying that. Suppose, because in South India, being an owl is not considered wise, it's considered stupid, okay? So suppose you were an owl, your value would be darkness, isn't it so? Hello? Because that's how your visual apparatus are. Right now, what you know as light, let's differentiate between what is light and what you know as light. What you know as light can only happen if something is burning. Is that so? Coal is burning, petroleum is burning, nuclear energy is burning, or the sun is burning. Something has to burn, only then the kind of light that you understand through your visual apparatus can exist. Anything that burns will not burn forever. Is that so? It has to get exhausted somewhere. If you set up a lamp or a candle here, it may burn for 2 hours. This bulb may have whatever 20,000 hours they're talking. You may have 100 years, the sun may have 100 billion years, but everything that burns will burn out sometime, isn't it so? So what doesn't burn is always cool and dark, you and me, huh? So what doesn't burn is always cool and dark, there's an eternal character to that. So, out of this wisdom, we said in yoga, when we talk about the divine to a beginner, we refer to the divine as light, divine light. Once one advances in their experience of life, we refer to the divine as darkness. Because only darkness can be unlimited, borderless and infinite. Light, as you know it, can only happen in a momentary way. It flashes up and it goes down. So light, as you know it, is a very temporary and momentary happening in terms of existence. What you think is sun in human experience, because our life is just a few years, we think it's a limitless source of light. But in the nature of the existence, in the nature of this cosmos, sun is just a momentary happening. It just flashes up for a little bit of time and dies out. But the larger part of creation is largely dark, isn't it? Lightless, because it's eternal and always. So, it's good.